So throughout this game, you're going to have questions about the rules. It's just going to happen, like with any game. And you want to have the rulebook handy to check. If you have the actual rulebook, great. If you've printed it out or you have an old one, awesome. You can take a look at that. If not, the way that I typically do it is for Vassal, I have the file open, and that's what I'm going to show you now. We're going to pretend to check a rule. And it's a rule that I actually have a question about. So it's great. And then when I play in person, I have the same PDF file, which I was able to get on Board Game Geek, and I have it on a tablet. So the benefit of this is that you can rapidly search the rules. So I usually have this open when I'm playing. I'm going to open up the PDF now. There you can see part of it. And Control F is fine, but in Adobe Reader, if you do Control Shift F, it gives you a more in-depth search. So that's the one I'd actually recommend you use, Control Shift F. And then the question that I'm going to research is for a wire card, can you only get rid of it? Let me rephrase. Does everyone need to be unpinned in order to get rid of the wire card? Normally, you play a movement card on the wire card, it goes away. But looking at the card itself, it said that you needed to be, you play a move card on it, and for unpinned, personality cards. So let's take a look at that. So let's search for wire. All right, tons of instances, right? So a great way to get to what you need quickly. Usually you're looking for the topic, and unfortunately I don't believe that the PDF is broken out into the sections that way. So a quick way to do it is, you see all these references to wire, look for the one with all caps and the colon. Okay, and that will be the major section heading. So you could also do a case sensitive search if you wanted to. I do that sometimes, but this is usually sufficient. All right, so boom, here we are. So first it tells you how to place it, tells you what you can place it on, tells you the effects it has. So we want to look for removal. So here is removal. A wire card is removed and placed in the discard pile as soon as a movement card is played. All right. So looking at this, I don't see anything about pinned men or unpinned men, right? A wire card is removed and placed in the discard pile as soon as the movement card is played. So it doesn't count as movement really, it's just you basically getting yourself out of the wire. So this is a quick way, sometimes I'll scroll a little bit more. Let's see, and nope, nothing else about it. So I'm not sure what that meant on the card. Perhaps I was just misreading it, but I'm going to say movement card on it, it goes away. That's going to be the ruling for play today, and I may be reading it incorrectly. Something about the rules is there are tons of exceptions. So practically speaking, look it up if you have time, make a decision with your partner, whoever you're playing with, and then move on. Look it up after the game. Don't let the rules get in the way of having a good play experience. So anyways, that's how I look up rules. Wire cards, it looks like you can play it pinned, unpinned, doesn't matter. It gets rid of the wire card if you play a movement card on it. So back to the game.